who said to you, you are so big now, why you wouldn't go out and build your own Israelite group now, because you are now big, and the Most High said that you will be on all four corners of the earth. So when are you going to let go the titty and go out there and try to build your own? Why is that so important to you about the loyalty to the commanding general Yohana, and you will not leave this group, talk unless he sends you out on the mission to say, yo, I need you over there and go build that.
Yeah, I'll be out there starting the Genesis or some shit like that.
That's where this all starts from. This has nothing to do with the new covenant. Nothing. It has everything to do with the fact that Deacon didn't like that Captain Azariak epitomized disloyalty with him. That's where this is not from a sincere place of he wants to debate the new covenant. And anybody who allowed anybody to think that has been deceived, right? Point blank, period. Let me tell y'all. Hold on. Oh,
got you. The water moving. The background here, because y'all don't know, because there's things that are going on or that have happened that are not being told to you. I got you. Don't worry about it. Let me take y'all on a trip down memory lane. Deacon, I'm a partner at CZYN, right? I'm a part of the initial investors at CZYN. So we have a content deal with Deacon. We had a content deal with Deacon. And during that time, Deacon wants to, think about different ways to get more people to CZYN to help grow the business. So, which is what you should do when you enter into business partnerships. So he comes up with, man, we need a debate. Who we need you? And he's like, well, who's the biggest person we can have you debate? So he conceptualizes me debating Captain Azariak, right? So now we're going back and forth on, well, what are the disagreements in doctrine? He came up with New Covenant. He wanted to put the financial backing up to do it. So we had a conversation with Captain Azariak, and Captain Azariak can attest to this, as well as Corey from Tabernacle of David can attest to this, right? So we have witnesses here. And what happened was Captain Azariak went to his generals turned the debate down. That was it. No problem. So when Deacon gets hit with this statement that Azariak makes about starting Genesis, he purposely called him out. Now, we disagree with ISUBK on other topics. He could have said the mark of the beast. Right. He could have said the Sabbath. Right? He could have said those things. He didn't. He purposely said the new covenant because he already knows the generals already instructed him not to do the debate. So there was not an actual sincere want to do this so the nation could know whether we in the new covenant or not. And this is why I left it alone, because I didn't want to have to say what I'm saying right now. We parted our ways. I wanted to totally leave the situation alone, let them do them while we do us. That's all I've been doing, if y'all ain't noticed, right? But it is what it is now. We're here. Missed the point. The point is the man deflected from a very hearty critique on his brotherhood and his loyalty. But nothing else to point other than this guy just did some disloyal stuff in front of the whole world. Right?
By this shall all men know that.
Hold on. Salakia, here's Captain Tazama, another witness. So I got two witnesses to his motivation for calling Azariak out. It wasn't so the nation can get edified on the new covenant. It was to try to make him look bad because he was mad that he just made him look bad. Yeah. That's all it was about. I had to say, hey guys, your breakdowns aren't going to get you saved. This is a message to all the Israelites. I could be wrong. You could be wrong. We cannot know what we're talking about on a breakdown. But what we are going to be saved by, what our salvation is predicated upon, is brotherhood. God. And that's what Captain Azariak was calling Deacon out about. And that is far more important than what covenant we're in, according to the, let's break it down. Because 2012, Deacon got kicked out of damn near every GMS camp on the West Coast. I'm the only one that took him in. Every leader from them camps called me, said, don't take him in. Leave him for dead. I still took him in. When we got kicked out, I only got kicked out because of my association with him. I still didn't feel no way. I still rode with him. So when we talk about brotherhood and how important brotherhood is, I've been nothing but a brother. That's what I've been. And he's mad that somebody highlighted the fact that he wasn't, so he deviated and made this into a circus. That's what he made this to, and didn't even have the heart to call into the show like Tazariak told him to. Let Hassad do it. Yeah. Who did a fantastic job, might I add. To me, right, when I was made aware that this happened, right?
Remember, I said, if you don't want to battle me, I will have Hassad debate you and Captain Ka'atazah. They talk all this brotherhood. Oh, we're so loyal. And we have so much brotherhood in the ISUPK, right? But Captain Ka'atazah sat right next to you while he let Hassad completely beat the brakes off you. Where's the brotherhood and loyalty in that?
Well, you disappeared on the block in downtown Seattle where a nigga emptied the clip on me because I intervened in the situation that got physical that you were just in. He's talking about him sitting there when two men are having a conversation. A nigga literally tried to kill me. And you vanished. Don't nobody know where you went when that happened. Right? A nigga that I took in. A nigga that nobody wanted but me. I watched everybody in his life leave him and turn their back on him, and I didn't. And you know what he did when we had a council to prevent him leaving? Hung the phone up. But this is BS. And you want to know who knows this is BS? The brother who called in to cross the line, who had the actual heart to deal with Captain Tazariak on this topic. So that's why I had to be quiet about this. Because I don't want to hurt the nation even more. I know y'all were hurt from the breakup in and of itself. I wanted to leave it alone.
I want to give all the praises and the honor to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem Recha HaKwadash, and double honors to the elder apostles and the bishops of Great Millstone. Honors as well to you, brethren, you fellow believers of the faith, and shalom to the elect. Anyway, where are we going to start on this video? I don't know, but you heard it all. I think it's such a long intro. I tried to shorten it, so I'll try to make a short commentary. But we see that the situation happened, that Chief Priest Elazar of the Sakari, he's frustrated. You can hear the frustration. And this happens when you hold it in, and then the breaking point happens, and then it comes out. Now, what I want to say is these guys that left the Sakari, the Deacon, and Assad, they're liars, right? Now, why am I saying they're liars? The whole time, you know, you got to understand something. When somebody covers something and they keep trying to cover it, I knew from listening to them there's an issue. There's no doctrinal differences. We still love brothers in this. Yeah. Isn't it doctrinal not to be a brother? Isn't that going against doctrine? It's always a doctrinal difference to some degree, right? So, you know, if you split and you part ways and you're teaching the same thing and you still have love for one another, that's one thing. But for somebody to split and then do videos and sit in chairs, you know, in comfortable chairs, right? And tell everybody, we still have love for the brothers. I don't want y'all to do this. We still love them. Why do you keep saying that? Why do you keep saying there's no doctrinal difference? Why don't you just go and do the damn work? Not damn work, but why don't you just do the work? That's all it took. But see, it's a hustle. It's a hustle. It's a scheme. It's these debates, and they're doing too much. And you know what happens when there's no order? This is why governments have to step in and control things, because Jake will go out of order. Jake will take things out of control. Now they're offering $1,000 for certain debates. It's all a hustle. And these sheeple, they will sit here and continue to watch this and get taken. But what it is doing, I'm going to read a couple of comments in a minute. And I'm going to tell you what it is doing, the problem it is causing. Let's go to Ephesians 4:4. There is one body and there's one spirit, right? Even as you are called in one hope of your calling. Now the deacon says he don't see anything wrong. Do you see how they make it up? He don't see anything wrong if the children of Israel kind of come together and debate certain situations. The Lord didn't tell us to do that. We're supposed to contend and fight for the faith in belief, right? The Lord didn't tell us to have all these damn debates and make merchandise out of the Lord's work. And this is all that's happening. You're making money off the work of the Lord. You make the Lord's house the house of merchandise. The Lord ain't tell us to do that. It was a simple job. Go to the highways and to the hedges and bid to the marriage. Bring in good and bad. He didn't say go sit up in some coliseum, right, and have all these debates. Now, when Paul went into the synagogue and he was disputing, fighting for the truth, what did he do? After 3 months, he got up because he got tired of the unbelievers and he left. He took his disciples and left and went to Tyrannus or something. What is going on here? Is this a continue back and forth, back and forth? Now you want to debate IUIC on the new covenant. You want to debate the Captain Desire when you come. Look, the Lord set all these doctrines up for a reason. Anyway, the scriptures also right there in this, right on down there, it says, verse 22, it says that ye put off concerning the former conversation of the old man, which is corrupt according to deceitful lust, and be renewed in the spirit of your mind, and that ye put on the new man, which after Yahweh is created in righteousness and true in holiness. Once you put on the new man, what the hell is going on? This is something you see in the world, man. Now they've managed to mix them with the Sarnettas, right? The black conscious community. I wasn't going to read that, but it also says that we be not carried to and fro in every wind of doctrine, right? But I want to read a couple of comments real quick that I saw that was bothersome, but hey, it's what it is. This is too much. This is way too much, and it's out of control. That's why us at GMS, we decided we're going to back out of this. You're not going to bait us into these crazy debates and arguments, right? And then the vocabians. Y'all, I guess if that's what y'all want to do, y'all set y'all arena up and do it. But y'all doing something very disrespectful and wicked to the hopeful elect, man. Right? Somebody said no disrespect, but if brotherhood is so important, why you kick out Hassad? I thought this wasn't our business. Why all of a sudden it is our business? Why didn't this get exposed after the debate? Why now? Is it because Genesis is thriving? Why are you so angry? I love how all these brothers and I don't even know them, but this seems to be hate to me, right? Well, again, this is what you have. You have opinionated mindsets, and maybe this is true, maybe it isn't. Again, these comments do nothing but bring more confusion, right? There was a reason why Hassad was kicked out. Clearly, Hassad is a very arrogant man, right, who believes he's the head man of Nibiru or something. Clearly, he thinks he's on another level. Clearly, all these guys were disrespectful to their elders that raised them up and taught them, right? All of them. Did you not think this was going to happen? But it's doctrinal differences. It wasn't it wasn't doctrinal differences. I still love those brothers. Come on, man. And real people understand this. Real men with some type of intellect and insight and understanding of how things work in life, you should know. It's always, when you've seen this and how Elazar responded, clearly doctrinal. Clearly. Do you realize you can be teaching the same thing but not following what you teach, which throws you off in doctrine? You could say, we teach to love our brothers. We teach not to be a thief and not to commit adultery. But you're teaching and you're doing all these things, not practicing what you so-called teach. You're in error of doctrine. Anyway, yeah, that's what he said. And Alazar said, breakdowns won't save you. I disagree. I agree but disagree. Because you must know the breakdown of the mark of the beast. You must know that. You must know that the law can't save you. You got to know that fringe is not going to save you. You got to know in Numbers when he was talking about remember the fringes. It was a covenant with us and the Lord delivering us. Well, Yahushua is that remembrance now. Right? It ain't no shirt fringes that's going to save you. And all these guys make money off the truth. And all the simple sheep who will trade in their last dollar just to get some form of entertainment and see black people come against one another, right? This is what they enjoy. Or to see them curse out a white man. And everybody's looking to be the head and everybody looking to be the tail. This is how it works. You got people sit in the back and they look for these debates and they'll pay the money just to be entertained, because there's something in everybody there where they all want to feel like they're a part of something. They all want to feel like they're a part of something. Matthew 18:6. Let me get another comment real quick. I thought I was going to try to make this a little quicker, but this says, this is why brothers are straying away from these camps. Now, first look at that, I would say, yeah, man, well, number one, it's all the elect. We know that. If you want to stay away from the camps, stray away from the camps. But there's a whole lot of camps to look at. And then the key is to look at the one that you feel through the Spirit of the Lord is guiding you to. And if you're in this particular camp, why are you dabbling in everybody else's camp? That's the problem. And this is what happens when we gotta reference the elect. What if this man right here is of the elect? Let's see what the scriptures say. Matthew 18:6. But whosoever shall offend one of these little ones, which believe in me, it were better for him that a millstone were hanged about his neck, and that he were drowned in the depth of the sea. So here we got the truth of all of us being Israelites. And, this is all a fight for the truth, by the way. In ancient times, what do you think happened? You see all these comments? See, the camps are falling apart. This is what they want. You got some people have so much hatred towards the camp. I don't even know how the camp affects their life. I don't know how the camp stopped them from going to work, laying with their woman, and doing all the things that a man can do in his life. But for whatever reason, this truth and these camps really bother people. You know what? Turn off the television. Why upload all this stuff then? And nothing falls apart without the Lord. That's the key. People waiting for camps to fall apart, but they want to keep the Christian church going. And all the Christian churches ever did is molest, destroy, lie to you, put up white Jesus, and everything else. Right? It says, let me go to 2 Timothy 4:3. For the time has come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lusts shall heap to themselves teachers having itchy ears. So I'm going to go into NLT. For the time is coming when people will no longer listen to sound and wholesome teaching. They would follow their own desires and will look for teachers who will tell them whatever their itching ears want to hear. Like, don't worry about the MOTB. The Lord got you. Just put on garments. Put on the fringes, right? Wear your fringes and follow the commandments. You ain't got to worry about nothing. The Lord got you. But Revelation 2:10 says, be faithful unto death. Not wear your fringes unto death, but be faithful unto death, and I will give you the crown of life. This is what's happening. You got a whole lot of people. Remember the scripture says, many shall run to and fro, right? Knowledge shall increase. Right? Many shall run to and fro to find the truth. And you got all these people trying to wake up to the truth, and the Lord has got to sift this pot. At the end of the day, these camps are all set up for a reason. If you don't have a camp, how else are you going to get it? Some internet site? How did you wake up to the fact you was an Israelite? It had to be through some camp, even if it's some Old Testament Israelite who has a following. Guess what? That's a camp. Christianity, the Christian church, is a form of a camp. Anytime you deal with a group of people who embody themselves together and one belief, is a camp. Anyway, that's what it is. I don't want to make too much out of this. I just wanted to give my 2 cents. You know, Eleazar left GMS, right? He talked, badmouthed the apostles, and he did these things to them. And now what he's seeing is the returning. You know, you reap what you sow. And then he get this unfaithful deacon, right, who's this great so-called rapper and debater who Sakari says the man emptied a clip on him and he was nowhere to be found. I guess that's what he said. Those guys that put themselves in the front like that, standing in front of Mercedes-Benz, talking a whole lot of trash and being these good rappers, a lot of them are the phony ones, man. They're not real, you know, so-called thugs. And what happened to that guy from Jagged Edge, man? What kind of example did you set for him? Brian Casey or something, what his name is? He was with the Sakari. I guess he's still with Sakari. I know him or his brother got his neck broke. I don't know what happened with that. So what kind of examples do these guys set? They don't just have a disagreement and leave. They got to post it all over TikTok and YouTube and everything else and then set up all these crazy debates. This is one big ball of confusion. In the IUIC, I agree with them. In the IHBK, they all taking a page from GMS. They understand, first of all, those men and IUIC, we don't agree with their doctrine. We don't agree with General Yohana's doctrine. And he teaches if it's not of General Yohana, you're not in the truth. So, you know, they're still all elder men, as Elder Apostle Taha. You know, elder men understand, look, man, we're not getting in this young foolishness, man. That's all foolishness. Nothing comes out of it. And what it boils down to is none of them is trusting in the Lord. They're trying to force the hand of the Lord on people. Anyway, Acts 5:38. And now I say unto you, refrain from these men and let them alone. So why are we going into these doctrines and these debates? My job is to do these videos, right, to warn the elect that's always waking up or looking to see and to edify, and hey, this is not what you want to do. You do not want to go into that arena. If you go to Sakari, you know, this is what you expect. If you go to this new group Genesis, who I don't know why they call themselves the beginning, you know, that shows their lack of integrity and disrespect for even their elders. But what did Chief Priest Eleazar expect? What did you expect? I saw it coming. I didn't see it coming the way it did, but then even the split, I knew something was up with that. You know why something was up with that? And I knew because they all didn't sit down together and have that discussion on camera. It was a separation. But the sheeple, they just want the show to go on. And there's enough money to go around. Acts 5:38. And now I say unto you, refrain from these men and let them alone. For if the counsel be of this work, for if this counsel or this work be of men, it will come to naught. Anyway, that's my 2 cents. Shalom.